One of 4 inmates who escaped the Bibb County jail last week now back in custody. That's the biggest development in the case as we come on the air tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lori Johnson.
And I'm Frank Malloy. Tonight we know Chavis Stokes has been arrested. Just 2 hours ago we confirmed that with Melissa Hodges of the U.S. Attorney's Office. She said the U.S. Marshals Service caught Stokes in Montezuma. That's in Macon County. The Bibb Sheriff's Office says they found Stokes in a home. Stokes had been on the run for 11 days since Monday, October 16th, when he escaped from the Bibb County jail with 3 other inmates. Tonight, authorities are still looking for those 3, Joey Fournier, Mark Anderson, and Jennifer Barnwell.
Also new tonight, we're sitting down with Sheriff David Davis for our first one-on-one interview since the jailbreak. Anthony Montalto joins us from outside the Bibb County jail. Anthony, what have you learned?
Hey, Frank, Lori. Sheriff Davis told me that changes here started almost immediately after the escape. That's changes to the physical building and to staffing levels. He told me it's likely a mix of several things that went wrong that night. First, he said several jailers called out that night, limiting staffing. He said less than 10 were on duty last week, but he declined to clarify more today. Davis confirmed someone tampered with the jail's camera system, and he says, it's common to find lenses covered with hair gel, blocked with paper, or cameras just plain ripped out of the wall. Davis says above all, cell locks were not working properly.
There's any given number of them any day. There's several on a cell block that may or may not be working as far as that particular night. I think on that block, I don't know if any of them were working. They had been jimmied and opened up.
Now, the sheriff says in the last couple of weeks, they've had contractors in and out of the jail fixing all of these problems. In fact, he says the camera company was actually in here working today. And he says the new jail major, Chris Patterson, has issued a directive ordering a lieutenant to be on shift for all jail shifts from now on. Live in Macon, Anthony Montalto, 13 WMAZ News.
Thank you, Anthony. Another question we've heard from some of you: why were these men kept in the oldest part of the jail? Sheriff Davis told us it's the most secure if everything is working properly.
As a reminder, the reward for the capture of all the inmates is a combined $74,000. We have the numbers on your screen. You can call if you have any information about the escaped inmates. The Bibb Sheriff's Office has 2 tip lines. There's also the Crime Stoppers tip line number and the GBI or an FBI tip line number, which is the 1-800 number at the bottom of your screen.
More of the day.